The Nigerian football team is boycotting the African Cup of Nations qualifier in Libya for mistreatment by Libyans. What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing good. It's a beautiful day, but not so beautiful for Nigeria. Well, at least for the soccer players that went to Libya, hoping to play the qualifiers match against Libya. But as expected, and we will see why later, they were mistreated. So thank you very much for stopping by. You are very much appreciated. This is our platform where we come together as Africans, as diaspora, and discuss and, mingle together, exchange ideas. Remember, fellas, this is not just about me, okay? This is not me giving you lecture or anything, okay? We talk about many things here. We talk about Africa. We talk about the diaspora. We talk about Russia, Ukraine, geopolitics. We talk about vaccines. We talk about many things, okay? Why? Because we are tired of the mainstream media, okay? We are tired of the bull. Yeah, I'm trying not to, we're tired of that. We want to have our own constructive opinion. We don't want to know what the West has to say. We don't know what the East has to say. We don't care. We want to pull our own conclusions. So today we are in Nigeria. This is Nigeria right here on the map. Please put an African map and a Nigerian map on the Africa so you can show the people. We cannot pretend that everybody knows where Nigeria is. I'm sorry. This is Nigeria, West Africa. Some of the most bravest men in Africa when it comes to looking for money. I just need to precise. Yeah, Nigerians are very bold. They will look for money anywhere in the world. They will try make things happen. And in America, there are some of the most successful African foreigners living in the United States of America, because Nigerians in most cases are very driven, okay? Very combative. And I'm talking about Nigerians that are legal, okay? I'm talking about the good ones, because there are the bad ones too. Unfortunately, some of the bad ones, and apparently it's tribal, because you get many Nigerians, but in Nigeria you get many people. You get Igbos, Yorubas, you get Fulanis, you get many, many different tribes in Nigeria. But, well, apparently it's one tribe that does the negative things. I know South Africans are very happy right now. It's one tribe. It's not all Nigerian. One tribe are very dedicated. They will do anything for money. Yeah. Okay, so we're not going to get into a tribalistic speech right here, even though it's true. Anyway, let's continue. So Nigeria as a country, not as a tribe. The soccer team of Nigeria went to Libya to go play the AFCON, which is the African Cup of Nations. Now, in Africa, we have the AFCON for football. Football or soccer in America, this is what you call it, soccer. We call it football. You know what I mean? So soccer is football. You have to play the qualifier before you play the actual game, the African Cup of Nations. So you need to qualify before you actually play on the game with the big boys. Now, Libya is this country right here. This used to be the country of Muammar Gaddafi, a great country in the past. No trouble, no issue, no problems. Until the West, meaning Sarkozy, president of France, and Barack Obama, yes, that African-American guy. Many people thought Barack Obama was going to bring peace with African American community and also with Africa, because you look at him, he's half black. You think maybe, well, no, the man is just American. Anyway, so they took out Gaddafi. After taking out Gaddafi, this country completely changed. A country that was beautiful in the past. People paid zero tax. People receive $5,000 for making a baby. I mean, if I were there, I'd make 13 babies in 1 year. $5,000 top 13, you know what I mean? Anyway, after they took him out, the country was just devastated.
أمريكا هي اللي السبب الفوضى اللي في ليبيا. طيحت قدافي وما درس بعدين. خلتنا فوضى حرب بعضها. قدافي no أمريكا. تو هذا كلهم.
This is Libya before with Muammar Gaddafi. This is Libya after. So the country is riddled with small pieces of terrorists and small bunches of people and small dangerous people. It's not entirely controlled by the government. So the Nigerian football team went to Libya to go play a game so they can qualify. However, by the time they arrived in Libya, something else happened. Nigerian football players have boycotted the African Cup of Nations qualifier in Libya after being stranded at an airport in the country overnight in what the team's captain calls mind games. The Super Eagle, which are the Nigerians, was expected to land in Benghazi. Benghazi is the capital of Libya on Sunday. As a charter flight was descending, it was redirected to another city in Al Abraka, 200 kilometers away, with no alternative transport offered. So they were supposed to be going to Benghazi, but as the flight was descending, they took them somewhere else in Al Abrakat, which is 200 kilometers away. Now being told you have to go by bus for 200 kilometers. So they say, no, fella, we are not going by bus, not in this country. Show them, this is Libya. Look at the people with guns and weapons. This is Libya for you, fella. So the Nigerian guards stayed at the airport, no beds to sleep on, no good conditions. For over 16 hours, they were kept there. The Captain William Trot Okong said no reason was given for the change, adding that the airport gate had been locked and the group had been left without phone connection, food or drinks, and no Wi-Fi. So just imagine you go into a foreign nation which is riddled by terrorists and all that kind of stuff. You have no food, you're at the airport, no drinks, and no Wi-Fi. How do you feel? Let's say Libyans were playing a mind game just to get Nigerians to be discouraged so they can lose a soccer match. I mean, you could at least give them an hotel, you know what I mean? Which I personally believe is unfair, but you could give them the basics. There was not even basics. I mean, this is a country that is dangerous. Let me put it this way for you fellas. Many Africans, when they want to go to Europe, they want to cross the Mediterranean, they have two routes. Some will go through Morocco, some will have to go past Libya, hopefully cross the Mediterranean. Look at the map. This is Morocco, some go through Libya. And most Africans that go through Libya go through the most difficult treatment ever. Some of them have been arrested. Some of them have been sold into slavery. They will sell you to somebody, some Libyan, so you can start working tirelessly in his farm, in his house, cleaning his sheep, taking care of his clothes and stuff like that. Africans get some of the worst treatment ever in Libya. And I can tell you this, Libya is in Africa. They do not consider themselves African. Muhammad Gaddafi did consider himself as African. That was a different story. But Libyans themselves do not consider themselves as African. They perceive Africans that look like myself as trash, literally, as slaves, as inferior human beings. And that's exactly how you're going to be treated. In Libya, there's no law. So after being stranded there for about 16 hours, the captain of Nigeria said that the team had decided they would not play the game anymore, adding that mistake happened, but these things done on purpose have nothing to do with mistakes. So they decided instead of staying in Libya, being mistreated in the way that they are mistreated, they would rather go back home. They would rather let Libya pass, win the game, okay, get the points, and you know, it's fine. We just want to go back to Nigeria. So the Libyan Football Federation say it regretted the flight diversion, but suggested on Twitter it may have been down to routine air traffic control protocol, security checks. Okay, it is interesting to understand. Okay, we are not nicely treated. Let me tell you something. Okay, everywhere in the world, people of my kind are not treated nicely. It doesn't matter whether you go to India, we are mistreated. Okay. You get a lot of cases of black people being beaten up, mistreated, humiliated, you know, in India. Students that go to India to go study are treated in the most poorest way possible.
We were locked in the houses for like a week or so. Yeah, like a week. We were all indoors. We couldn't go out. We couldn't do anything. But the Indians were helpful. Like our friends from class will call us and they'll ask, hey, are you guys okay? Do you need anything? This and that. They'll be like, yeah, if we need something, we'll call them and they'll go to shops for us.
Yeah, it's very, very sad. Same thing in Lebanon. The way black people are treated in Lebanon, you'll be shocked. Many African women go working, especially Kenya and Uganda, will go work in Lebanon as maids or helpers. Some of them are abused in the intimacy. Some of them are beaten. Some of them work 20 hours a day. It's very sad.
You people don't help me. I've lost my life here. I don't want to lose my life. I want to go home.
It's sad. Let alone the United States of America. Look how black people are treated in America. You know, a black man cannot even drive in the street with a nice car. You're going to be stopped by the police and they're going to ask you, get out of the car. Get out of hands out of the pocket. Yeah, you know.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car now. Get out.
It's very sad. So there's nowhere we are safe. Nowhere in the world. Yeah, very sad. In some of these countries in the northern side of Africa, Algeria, Tunisia, it's sad. Sad situations. And look how they are treated when they come into our countries with respect and consideration. I think it's about time we start loving each other. Okay, and stop fighting one another for absolutely nonsense. And I'm not saying go to the next country and go commit crime. And I think people should come up with very strong regulation. If somebody comes from a different country, come to your country and do drugs, they should be shot to send a clear message. But those people should not prevent us, the good people, from mingling with each other and discovering one another. Let me know how you feel about this. Was Nigeria right in the stance to say, you know what, we are not driving by car 200 kilometers in a country that is completely insecure for the last 20 years? No, we want to go home. Okay, you can keep the cup for yourself. We're not going to eat the cup. So apparently there was a video of these team or players from Nigeria, very happy to be back in Nigeria. So I guess that's what it is, eating a goosey and bitter leaf and ogbono soup. Let me know how you feel about this. It's always a great pleasure. God bless.